If you want to know the coins that have potential for a 3000x bounce right now, today, you have to watch the show until the end because I'm going to give you 8 of the most important meme coins on the market right now. If you don't watch the show, you are not going to buy the bottom because I'm going to give you the exact bottom and where it's going to bounce on all these coins. So stay tuned right until the end. There's a major shift in the market happening and I'm going to explain and break everything down to you. So stay tuned. 1, 2, 3, no time to waste today. Okay, here we are, my friends, with useless. First, we have to understand useless. As I predicted, once it broke the trend line, it just doesn't have that steam and that strength. And I think it's going to go to 147, 145. Maybe this is the bottom right now, but I think we're very, very close to a bottom on useless, just as I predicted. The thing is, once useless broke down and Bonk took a small hit, then so did the other meme coins, like Momo, for example, which broke its accumulation range and is now at the second support and has bottomed around 14 mil, 14.5, 14.6 mil market cap. And I think it's a great buy here before continuation. So it's just going to reaccumulate right here, just like kind of Troll did, where Troll just kind of went sideways for 2 months between 30 million and 9 million market cap. It just kind of did a huge sideways accumulation where whales were scooping tokens from the rest of the market, and then it hit escape velocity. And I think Troll right now is good for a take profit, to be completely honest, because it reached the 4.2 fib line extension. So I think you should have taken at least like 80% of your profits here and just leave like a 20 to 10% moon bag just in case it goes to like a billion market cap. I think it very likely can go to like 300 mil, 200 mil market cap, 300 mil market cap, just as I was saying in the past 2 days. There's a possibility that it even goes to a billion market cap, so you should just leave like a one bag when it comes to Troll. You never know if it's going to get listed on Binance. It could happen next week or in 2 weeks, so you should always leave a moon bag, but you should have taken profits here because it was more than a 10x pump from the bottom. When it comes to Momo, I think we're going to reaccumulate sideways, and I think that it's probably as good as a buy as you're ever going to get on a token. By the way, these dips are standard. The Momo dip is only a 67-65% dip. Usually majority of tokens do something like 85% dips, just like Troll did. This is what happens to almost every single token, so you shouldn't be scared. You should look at this as a great opportunity to buy cheaper Momo because I'm very confident that it's going to bounce and it's going to survive over the long term. And I think right now, right here, where it was bottom in the 21st of July, and it basically was the place where the entire move, the second and third leg, this was the first, happened. Okay, this bottom right here, it's a pretty good place to TCA and accumulate. So time will tell. I think I'm going to be right. I think right now is a great place to buy Momo. Then on Pulse Chain, another great trade of mine, we have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which I told you guys to buy right here below a million market cap when it was at 600k, 550k, and it's now at almost 3 mil market cap. It has topped at 3.3. I think it's going to go higher. A good place where it can reaccumulate is this 4.2 fib line extension at 5 mil. Then it maybe comes back. It does a little bit of sideways, but I still think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and to me, my take profit targets are going to be right over here, like between 13, 20, you know, this is where, you know, you actually take profits on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, in my opinion. But crazy, right? Like absolutely exploding. No one has any exposure on meme coins on Pulse Chain. There's also no competition. Like who's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 competing with? Like this is as easy of a trade as you'll ever find. It's doing amazing. 3 mil market cap. Soon it's going to be a 10x trade. Another 10x here on CoinTalk, and then we're going to go higher. Then because of Troll, there's other trades like 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗧𝗏 right now that I think can do very, very well. What I would do is I would probably wait for a dip around 1.6 and 2.7, and I would try and accumulate some 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗧𝗏 here. This is basically going to be like a beta trade to Troll. See, Troll, 9 gag, 𝗿𝗲𝗥, 9 gag days, etc. Everyone knows these meme coins. There was another one called Anon, but I think 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗧𝗏 is just a better meme overall. I think 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗧𝗏 is going to do amazing as well as a beta to Troll. And so this thing can definitely go to like 10 mil market cap as just a beta, but then it can go higher and overextend. Maybe it tops at like 20 mil market cap, but I need an entry on something like this. So these are my thoughts when it comes to 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗏. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, these are pump.fun coins. So pump.fun is slightly tilting upwards. I think once it breaks the 1.4 billion market cap resistance, then it can accelerate back into all-time high territory, but Bonk is still the main meta right now. So pump.fun needs, the token actually needs to pump for a comeback of this entire ecosystem, in my opinion. Troll is leading the way. 𝗿𝗏𝗥𝗏 is now like a beta play to Troll. And then, ladies and gentlemen, just as I predicted right here on the 10th of July, Housecoin is a big no-no until it regains the previous support, which was around 30 mil market cap. It has regained that support. So I think Housecoin is now back in play. You can maybe do this, wait for a pullback back into this line, which was support here, support here, support here, or you can just buy right now at 29 mil market cap because it's very close to the support line. But the fact is Housecoin is probably back in play. Maybe Alan and the pump.fun guys came back from their retirement and they're like, let's start pushing our best communities. That's what I think might be happening here. I saw him in some tweets pumping Housecoin, pumping Chill House, pumping stuff like Troll, which is bullish. Now the Bonk and the pump.fun guys are actually competing because pump.fun guys, you know, it seemed like they just didn't care, but they're back can play right now. So Housecoin, I think, could be a good entry here. Even though I don't think it's one of the best memes out there, I think you can still maybe like do a 2 to 3x once it consolidates between 43 and 29 mil market cap. You can probably trade it and it might regain like the 0.7 all-time high, the 0.6 fib extension at 98 million, something like that. You can get like a good trade in the next few days, maybe in the next 2 weeks on something like House. Then we have Pulse Chain. Now, this is the PulseX chart. It has reached its resistance and it's now pulling back a little bit. So Pulse Chain still doesn't have its strength. Pulse Chain will only have its rally once it breaks this PulseX 2.5-year resistance. Once it breaks it, I think Pulse Chain starts to outperform a little bit PulseX. I'm still holding my pulse. If you think alt season is gonna come, I still haven't found an altcoin that is better than Pulse Chain, in my opinion. I think it's the one, because the worst case scenario I see for something like Pulse is like a 10x, 10 to 15x. That's my worst case scenario on an alt season. If you think about worst case scenarios for the majority of these coins in the top 20 on coin market cap, for example, even stuff like Pump, like how much can Pump actually pump? Maybe it can go to like 10 bill market cap, which would put it at an insane FDV, and that's like the best case scenario probably. Like I prefer these like very liquid coins with extreme communities. I think this is where the big money is actually made. So I'm very bullish on Pulse Chain. I think it's going to do very well. When it comes to Pump Fund, I'm still watching. Once it breaks this resistance, I think the entire ecosystem on Pump Fund will probably regain some traction again, and a lot of these coins like House, like I was saying, can come back. Stuff like 𝗿𝗲𝗥𝗧𝗡 can start pumping. Troll will probably just send even higher and get listed on these big exchanges like Bybit, Binance. These exchanges are probably looking, if not buying, some Troll right now. And then many people don't understand the Brya thesis. It's very simple. The biggest whale on Pulse Chain has his ego hurt and he wants his meme coin to do extremely well and outperform everything. I wouldn't bet against it. So that's the thesis there. And it's the only meme coin on Pulse Chain. It's literally the only one. When it comes to Momo, it's the best meme coin on the Bonk meta. It's Bonk's sister, so it's going to do amazing. We are now supported by the Bonk team. The Bonk team listed us on the buybacks. Congrats to the Bonk team. You know, I apologize to the Bonk team for anything I might have said about them. At the end of the day, we are now working together and they are great and amazing people. To sum it up, Useless, I think maybe still has a little bit more downside, which is completely normal, and then it's going to bounce back stronger than ever. That's what I think. BTC looks amazing. I think it's going to come back. Don't forget, this month and the next month are not the best months for BTC historically. They're some of the worst. So be patient. This month and the next month are months where you buy dips, where you accumulate, so you can collect the rewards at the end of the year. Anyways, this was today's show. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow with more meme coins, with more charts, and more alpha. Thank you very much.